What is good, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets. I'm here with my partner Reoz, bringing you guys a 12-game slate over here on Friday on Prize Picks for the NBA. Really, really nice slate. Right now, Prize Picks doesn't have absolutely everything out, but there is enough players out here and enough value on the board that we want to get you guys some picks early on in the day. So happy Friday, everyone. If you haven't joined us before, we're over here on Prize Picks. We do NFL and NBA. And if you haven't signed up for Prize Picks yet, sign up using promo code Upstate. You can mix and match sports. Last night was a perfect example. We had some NFL guys and some NBA guys, and if you paired those up together, you were definitely winning some money. So a solid day over on NFL for us. And a big thing is you got to get to the videos early. So in the player props world, the lines switch very often. They go up, they go down. Last night we had AJ Brown in the NFL started at 39.5 when we first made the video. And then it got up all the way up to 41.5, and he missed the 41.5 line. So you got to get on the videos early, and we recommend the best way to do that is subscribing to the channel and using the post notifications, because there's probably a couple lines we're going to be on today for the NBA that might shift, that might go up. So make sure you hop on the videos early. And we had a really good night over on the Patreon as well. So Riaz, tell them about that.
A really great night over on the Patreon. We went 6-2 on our plays for NFL and NBA. We went 4-0 for the Thursday night football game and 2-2 for our picks for NBA. So if you mix and match those, there was a ton of combinations you could have paired up to have an amazing night, and you do not want to miss out. We have been doing very well early on in the month of November. The best thing about the Patreon is no matter when you sign up, you get a full month. It is no longer first of the month, so I highly recommend checking out the Patreon. Only more winners coming out of Dale and I, so everything will be linked in the description below, and you can also find it at patreon.com/upstate. And we also dropped the price from 20 to 15, so even more value, even more winners over there. Highly recommend checking it out.
No doubt about that, man. But let's dive right into the video. We got two players each. You compare these players up however you would like. The first guy I want to get to is in this Washington and Brooklyn game. Bradley Beal over 21.5 assists. Over 21.5 points. Really like Beal in this matchup. I think the way that Porzingis has been playing actually helps Beal. Started off the season very slow in terms of shot attempts. I didn't see the most out of him like we would see out of elite guard Bradley Beal. Usually you see 22 to 25 shot attempts a game, hovering around that like 15, 16 mark. But as he shoots more attempts throughout the season, they start to play better. They come into the year, they're a 500 team right now, going into Brooklyn, and Brooklyn ranks last in the NBA in defense right now. No Kyrie, no Ben Simmons in this game either. I think Bradley Beal is going to have himself a really good night. And after that 29-point performance in Philadelphia, I saw a lot of confidence out of him. He tweaked his ankle midway through that game, and he came out and started firing. And the way Kyle Kuzma can actually create, he's a very quiet creator and can make some plays for Bradley Beal. Opens up the offense a little bit as well. So I like the way this team operates right now, and I think Beal is going to continue to take more shot attempts, and this line is going to continue to go up, and he's going to be an all-star again this year. I don't think there's a cliff that he's fallen off or anything. I think it's just a slow start to the season, adjusting to some of the new pieces that they acquired in the offseason. So I'm going to take Bradley Beal still with this good value line at 21.5 against a bad Brooklyn team.
And we know with Bradley Beal, once he gets hot, he's hot for a week, two weeks, a month. So I would love to see Bradley Beal continue his streak. So I'm going to stay here in points with Luka Doncic over 30.5. This line might seem high, but he has pretty much been crushing this line every single game, 100% in his last 5 games, averaging 37.2 points a game. And Luka is just unbelievable. The way he can spot up from anywhere, the way he attacks the rim, gets to the foul line. He is just an incredible talent, and we saw this Toronto team put up almost 150 points against the Spurs, which is unbelievable. They have a ton of playmakers over on that side as well, with Van Vliet, with Scotty Barnes, with Pascal Scallum, OB Anunoby. There is a ton of weapons on the other side, so Luka's going to have to score. He doesn't have anybody around him that can drop 20, 25 points besides Christian Wood, and we know the playing time for him has been up and down. They haven't found a true role for him, but Luka Doncic has been unbelievable. The volume of shots is there. He's shooting well from not only 3, but from everywhere in between the basket and deep. So Luka Doncic over 30.5 points. Really love this line tonight.
And a lot of like early people's MVP really early on in the season, playing super well. You can't ignore what he's been doing. Some historic stuff, to be honest with you. So really like the matchup here for him. Should be honestly a sneaky high paced game too between him and Toronto. So like that. The next guy I want to get to is in the points category again, right above him. Desmond Bane, 21.5 points, going against Charlotte. And I want to talk about pace. The pace of this game should be absolutely phenomenal. When you look at the Hornets, they shouldn't be a very good team, but right now they got some guys who's playing pretty good. Dennis Smith Jr. is playing pretty well, and they got some pieces that are keeping games competitive. And Memphis, they've gotten off. They play. I feel like they're one of those teams that play up to their competition and play down to their competition so far. They've kept up with some bad teams that they should have blown out, and then they've got themselves handed some bad losses. But we've seen in games, John Morant and Desmond Bane can both have a big game in the same night. Against Brooklyn, they both went for 38 and 39 points respectively in that matchup. So don't be afraid if you're thinking Ja's going to have a good game. Bane can shoot the lights out. He's having a career season. He's shooting 48% from deep on 9 attempts from deep. So 9 attempts a game, 48%. That's absolutely phenomenal stuff. And 28.8 points in his last 5 games, as you can see on the screen here. So he's shooting the ball with a ton of confidence, and he's honestly getting to the hole a little bit too. He's a strong guy. He's built. He's got a way of making moves in this offense and finding his spots that we haven't seen so far from him last season. Could make a case, honestly, for the All-Star game if he continues up this play. So love myself some Desmond Bane in this matchup.
And I think with Deontay Melton not being on this team, it just opens and kind of frees Bane up a lot. So I really like that pick. I'm gonna go over to assists with Marcus Smart. Me and Dal were talking about this is such a Marcus Smart line at 6 assists. It was at 5.5. I still like it at 6. I think this game against Chicago is going to be very high scoring, and when you have the playmakers around you like Tatum and Brown who go out there and score 25 points. Smart is the guy that just kind of facilitates the ball to everybody, hits all the shooters around him for 3. He's not much of a scorer. He really capitalizes well, assisting the ball, rebounding the ball, really just being a hustle guy out there. He plays big minutes, especially in a game that's going to be close. It's probably a game that's going to go right down to a wire. At 6, this is a night I could really see Marcus Smart getting 10, 11 assists, having Brown, having Tatum just drop 30, have an unbelievable game. Marcus Smart has been really on pace to have a really good assist year, probably career high. If I were to guess, his numbers have been unbelievable. He has either hit or pushed this line a bunch of times so far this year. And with the upside of a high-scoring game, fast-paced game, Brown and Tatum playing very well, and just the playmakers coming off the bench, this just seems like a line I cannot pass up on a huge slate.
Yeah, a little over a week ago we saw the push against Chicago, but that was a game Tatum and Brown honestly didn't play their absolute best, and we know what we can get out of them. I do think Smart can absolutely smash this line at 6 tonight. Like you said, I really like that game, and that's going to be it for us. You can pair these players up however you like. If you like 4-pick powers, the cool thing about Prize Picks, I forgot to mention too, it's Friday Flex Day, so there's also like a risk-free bet on Friday. I believe it's $20 back if your flex play doesn't hit tonight. So that's a good incentive if you want to add another player into this lineup, whether you get the player from our Patreon or want to drop a comment down below. Either way will work. So thank you guys for tuning into the video. Drop a like on the video. Let's smash these picks tonight, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.